Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is day 17 of my journey to 1800 ELO. Just a reminder, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button if you like this. I will be putting out more content like this, and also feel free to check out my Twitch and Kick streams where I'll be streaming chess, horror gaming, MMO gaming, all sorts of stuff. So tune in and I'll see you next time. Gonza Cap 770, rated 1628 from Canary Islands. I was going to say, I do not, that flag doesn't look that familiar. Alright, knight f3. Maybe we'll transpose. I do need to remember though what I like to play if it turns into like a sort of two knights attack, because alright, so that's not gonna happen. Probably just bishop g4, and then looking to get the knight out to f6 to shut down that diagonal a little bit, because we're solid on the white squares, but so you just, okay, bishop g4, h3. I guess we can go back. It looks like in a lot of the lines, the computer is okay with dropping back to h5 and then g6. Back to 1676. It's a journey. Okay, so yeah, now I'm looking at knight f6 just to keep an eye on the bishop, guard that bishop, shut down that diagonal a little bit. Eventually knight d7 would be nice. Could do knight d7. We could consider playing e5. Deciding where my dark squared bishop wants to go, seeing as though he fiend-ketted his. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for knight f6 right away. Okay, a couple things I need to get better at too. I need to really make sure to be doing my anti-blunder check, checking the checks, captures, and attacks in that order, make sure I'm not blundering anything, and also really calculating for the opponent. I'm not doing enough, so I'm looking at what their plans are and whatnot. So if I'm white, the bishop is coming out next, getting ready to castle, and the bishop is probably coming to e2 to, undo the pin, and he can't go out really anywhere else. He could go to e3, but d3, sorry. But that looks kind of silly because it blocks his e-pawn, so that should be fine. Here. Nothing crazy so far. I'm just trying to make sure that there's no big mistakes from the opening. Right, so now typically e6, open up that dark squared bishop. Alright, d3. So this pretty much commits to trading the bishops in a way, because he's not gonna, I mean, he just blocked his own bishop in unless he trades, so he's planning on moving the knight. For that reason, I might go knight d7. Take away, let's see, would this even work if I were to go, for example, like bishop d6 and he goes knight e3, knight e5, my god. Yeah, it would work. It trades off the bishops because his bishop is now blocked in. But if we go knight d7, then I think you have bishop b4 check. Probably block the knight. I'm gonna go for it. Just trying to calculate like knight bd7 first or bishop e6 d6 first. And I'm gonna go knight. Knights before bishops. I know that I can castle earlier if I get the bishop out, but there's no immediate threats. Alright, so he does go for this. He has to take with the bishop, otherwise he loses a piece. So knight takes is one way. Bishop takes. We could also play h5. So, let's see. Bishop takes, queen takes. Or kind of like knight takes. Because it forces the fiend-counted bishop out. And then maybe h5. We'll probably go h3. Still put check. I'm gonna go knight takes, because there's always a possibility that he blunders. There's no way that that would happen, but so there's a couple options. Bishop takes, queen takes, bishop d6. Back. Oh, he's just an aggressive, like, I don't know, queen h4, stopping him from castling. And then if g3, oh, hold on a sec though. He has no, good. All right, trading up some pieces. Yeah, I just wasn't sure because, like, if h5, h3. I have to take, and that knight now can no longer go to g4. He's given himself some loot for the king later on. I mean, the h3 move is kind of nice, especially because I no longer have a light squared bishop to potentially snap off of that pawn if it were to become a hook. This will probably go into an endgame. It's just going to be whoever is better with their endgame, and it's not going to be something in the mid game, I think, that decides this, but we'll see. This is looking pretty safe and easy so far, like nothing crazy. I'm going to be going bishop d6 probably. I think that I'm okay trading off the dark squared bishops if he wants to. He's calculating. Maybe he's calculating this. In that case, I'll take, because I don't want to mess up my pawn structure. No, that wouldn't. What am I talking about here? And that would be just losing. Let's get that bishop out. That's a decent diagonal. I'm assuming he won't trade, but maybe he does. If here, we'll take, hitting the rook. And then we'll see what to do next, but this seems pretty, somewhat obvious. None of his other pieces are out yet, so... Oh, man. One more coffee. He traded the bishops. Okay, so... And now he's... Alright. I don't know which way I want to castle. If I castle short, he could start an attack. What d4? Does that do anything? I don't think so. I don't think that's good. c5. Just trying to fight for the center. Because, you know, at the moment, this is kind of annoying. He's taking some of the center. Queen check doesn't really do anything. I'll just... I think we need to fight for the center, because if I just do something like, I could maybe castle long and he can start an attack, but I don't have any immediate ways to counter it. Like, I don't have a lot of threats. We're gonna go back to that might actually be the move here. h5, just grabbing some space, potentially setting up the knight, so the knight can hop into g4 at some point. E3 is now going to be a weakness, so that's something I can keep in mind. It's not the easiest to target, but maybe I need to take advantage of some of these weaknesses instead. Or we castle long, and break open the center while his king is in the center. Assuming he doesn't castle himself, this might be the time. Because, let's see, castles, longs, castles. Rook e6, hd6. Intuitively, I think I'm getting a little bit too much in my head here, but intuitively, I would think castling long looks pretty decent, just because if he does start, like if he does launch a queenside attack, it doesn't look that scary just because of how his pawns are already positioned. And I don't think I want to castle short, because there he can start launching a kingside attack. He hasn't committed to castling yet, but castling queenside, I think I could. We're gonna go ahead and do it. His knight isn't gonna get in there anytime that soon. You know, because of the way that these pawns are positioned, I guess. The knight, because of the way that his pawns are positioned, like he can go here, he can jump out to c3, but he's not going anywhere soon. Alright, so I think that I'm going to immediately attack the center. Open up the center. It's here. h5, setting this up. Oh, wait a second, hold on. You can maybe slide it into the queen. Queen b4, you can no longer play c3, and we're getting ready to slide on in there. So I think that to e5, he'll probably just play f5. And then if e4, I'm assuming he's going to close things down. But what if he castles short here? This does kind of freezes his pawns, which I like. Otherwise, good lord, I would love to stick a knight in there. But that's not so easy. It'd have to be like 98, knight d6, knight b5. Or just a quick p8. Alright, we're not going to let our clock get too low here. I'm at 3 minutes. What moves does he have? I'm assuming castling short is best here. And I can stick my queen on c3. But I'm going to have to find some kind of break here. Eventually. Yeah. Funny, actually, I could play knight g4 now. Hold on a sec. No, it's not. It's knight g4. If takes. If he takes on g7, that would be a blunder. There we go. Queen c3. I think I'm gonna play queen c3. It would not be in his interest, I think, to break things open in the center, seeing as those queens in that center. Or h5. h5, h3. What are his moves? What is he looking to do? Maybe. And then still play knight g4 if we want to. I might eventually look at bringing the queen, sliding the queen over. But I don't want to play, I want to just play like solid, you know, positionally. I don't want to go for a checkmate that's not really ready and lose. This is nice because, like I said, I'm freezing his pawns, and it's not going to be easy to get rid of that queen. Well, I mean, maybe, but that would blunder a rook actually, so yeah, no, it's not going to be so easy. And I want to look at hacking this, so maybe I will go h5, and if he goes h3, it does create other weaknesses, like he could just start really pushing his pawns, but if I go h5, h3, now the g3 square becomes weak. Alright. Maybe rook e8 here. He wants to trade the queens. Yeah, I don't want that actually. I have to play h3. That knight is sliding in. Dang it. I think we have to jump the knight back. Not thrilled about this. I didn't see that. These are the kind of moves that, like, in rapid chess, in blitz, like, you could make this mistake. In rapid chess, like, the mistake comes from not seeing, you know, 2 or 3 moves away, like that the knight is, okay, the knight can go here, and then jump, the knight is coming to e5, or to g5, and it's already too late for me to stop it. I could have prevented that earlier. At the end of the world, I just don't like my 2 rooks kind of passively defending. I will be able to kick the knight out, but... Or he'll just go for a queen trade. In that case, I'm pretty happy. But I'm low on time, I got 20 seconds, so I have to move pretty quickly here. So let's look at this. g4 now? Kind of aggressive. Otherwise, just e5, probably. I'll strike in the center. Still not super worried about his attack on the queen side. Because I could always just migrate the king over the king side if I can get the rook over to e8. Okay. Now this is going to become really weak. I might consider also rook lifting. Let's see. I'll take. And actually now I can go back to I can't take that pawn. Rook he8. Rook takes would hang the other rook. We are now hitting this pawn. Or double up the rooks. Probably be better. I'm gonna double up first. Just start adding pressure to that pawn. For the moment, I don't see any strong attacks on the king side, so I think I'm just gonna start adding pressure on this e3 pawn, tying down his pieces, and then hopefully we'll find something here. This pawn is gonna end up, I think, determining the game. The fact that he has this weak e3 pawn. If he pushes, like I said, I'll just probably take. And if he takes the queen, you know, that should be okay. Should be okay. He has a queenside majority. Yeah, looking at just probably rook e7, rook e8. Nah, I don't believe in that. Let's see. No. I don't buy it. You don't have anything there. If he takes, I'll force the, let's see, can I force the queens off first and then take? This is protected. I cannot grab that pawn now, but he can't really slide his rooks over either because that drops e3. Now maybe I might look at ooh. Oh, my time is getting kind of low there. The queen trade, I should be happy. I'll have an isolated pawn there, but holding on, I can't take with the B pawn, that's for sure. Thank God for increments. This is hanging now. Really? I think I'm going to be shutting things down. Okay. A little bit sketchy, but that effectively shuts down the queen side. Where's this queen going now? He has to go back. Either way, he's going back here. Yeah. Queen c5. Interesting. I think we'll go for an endgame? Or do I do rook takes? Maybe not, because it could get dicey. Now my rook has the open file. Although his king can slide in after that, which is kind of annoying, but king f2, rook e5, and I gotta be careful with these pawns here. King will have to end up going up and around. Unfortunately, I can't stop him. I would love to be able to get rook e2 in, but that's not going to happen. And I'm a pawn up, so that's something. I'm a little bit... Maybe I shouldn't be worried about these pawns. I don't know. They are frozen. Okay. Not sure if this is right. Just can't see far enough. If I can make it to these pawns to grab these before he makes it to mine, But I do have a majority on this side. These are weak. So if he doesn't take, I'm actually going to take his rook, send his king back further away, and then I think I'll go for those pawns. Because with the 3 pawns on my side, it should be alright. It should have enough time. And in this case, I need to hold on a sec. I need to maybe. I don't. I want to lock his pawns, but I want to make sure the mine don't become weak. I want to make it as hard as I can for his king to get down there. The moment I think I'm winning, it's not going to be so easy for him to get in and get my pawns. I, however, slide in here. I'm not sure if this is right, but this is what feels right. Don't have a whole lot of time to calculate. Time to work on our end games. Who's faster? Do I close it down? Oh god, I don't know if this is right. I think this is going to make it harder for him to get in. Yeah. He has no entry points at the moment, and I can get to his pawns. And if he goes this way, he's too late. Whoops. So he has to go king e3, king c6, king f4, g6, h4, king b5, we should be winning here. It might be close, but I think that that's what he has to do, and maybe I'm going up this way, I don't know. Maybe if he's going... Listen to the order here. Either way, my king is going this way, I think. But if I go this way... So just cannot let him... If he grabs this pawn, it's game over. And the only way to stop that is to keep the f pawn. That way these 2 squares are covered. He's got to slide into the dark squares. Let's see. Time to decide. It's a rematch. I don't think so. Just because I need to take a second and analyze. Woo, that was stressful. But it looks like we played that endgame well enough, especially with the time and trouble. Alright, let's take a look at this. So, 94, I'm going to open up the screen a little bit. This and this go away. All right. Decent game for me, I suppose. 94.8% actually. That's not too bad, especially considering it wasn't like you blundered a bunch or anything. Usually, like if you have really high accuracy, sometimes just because your opponent blundered a lot. All right. So we had knight f3. We still went for c6 Caro-Kann. Bishop g4 looks good. Knight f6 works. Okay. So let's take a look at h6. Why? Because what's white's best move? h3. And bishop h5. Knight b2. Bishop b4. g4. Bishop g6. Yeah, I suppose that is annoying. My knight can't really go anywhere. Knight h5 is the best, but that knight could be stuck there for a while. Alright, so the difference between playing knight bd7 and h6, I suppose, is that if he goes, is it something with, what happens if he plays h3 now? Bishop f5. Okay, so now I can go bishop f5, and if he plays g4, I tuck the bishop in, which is better than... What's this? Bishop d6. So I basically just gave up the bishop. Alright, anyways, we played knight bd7, it was okay. Went for this, went for a bunch of trades. None of this was too difficult. This really, I think, is what decided the game in many ways, because it made e3 a weakness. It was why I ended up a pawn up. But I had to calculate. Really? Okay. I was looking at d4. Oh, yeah. I gotta start calculating some of these pawn moves more. So that drops f4. So, otherwise... black's or what's white's best move? G3. And then what? D takes. King takes. This is already looking not too bad. Queen D5. Okay, hitting the rook. Yeah, this actually looks. White has or black has a slight advantage. I should have looked at that more. I was looking at D5, but I didn't see that E4 drops the F4 pawn. Alright. When I castled long, I missed this knight jump, threatening to go to either E5 or G5. Yeah, and I don't know what to do here. This just looks, blech, letting that knight get in there. Rook H to F8. Now I'm having to protect that pawn with my rook. Not thrilled about it. A to B1. Knight D7. Okay, so now we're forcing the knights off. Trying to anyways. Alright, anyways. So it was better here to go with an immediate D4. I'm more developed. My rooks, I have, a rook and a queen on the D file, and he hasn't castled yet with his queen in front of his king. I can always, if things go wrong for him, I can slide my rook over and should have seen that. Alright, anyways, we then went into an endgame. Traded the knights off, which it looks like. Okay, so E5 was the best move there. What if he hadn't? He just went like F5. Then E4. Yeah. D takes. And this should be pretty good for me. These pawns are frozen. There's no major threats here. And I have the open file. This just looks good. Like intuitively, I can just kind of tell it looks pretty decent. This E-pawn is going to be kind of annoying and not easy to attack because the queen can't really get into the light squares to attack that pawn. H5. No. Knight F6. Knight F6. I would think of Knight E5. A couple of moves here. Knight F6, H5, and Rook H to E8. Anyways. We traded the knights off. He missed that I had Rook H to E8, which has a more immediate, well, just that he can't take this pawn because it hangs his rook. And now, the E-file is the only, everything's happening on the E-file, and I have more pressure. He has a weak pawn, and he tried with his pawns on the queen side, which got kind of sketchy for a second, but I considered taking G4 check, Queen E6. Yeah, because if the queens are traded here, I think I'm okay. Be a little bit more sketched out if the queens are not traded. I had a small mistake here, evened out. Because of this. Queen G4 check. Okay, so I should have just blocked the queen. I just like where my queen was. But and then Queen D4. Yeah, okay, that is kind of annoying. Because of King B8, B6. Let's just go A takes. Why? Because if I go A6, D7. Wait, hold on, what? A5. D7. Really? Queen D7? Why? Yeah, no, why would I do that? This looks more reasonable. Maybe, I don't know. This definitely would be a little bit dicier. But apparently after Queen B4, Queen D6, Queen A5 check, this is alright. You should have taken. And I was calculating that if he had taken on C6, I'd take with a queen. Now we're hitting the C2 pawn. Rip. I'm guessing I would expect something like maybe rook B1. It didn't work though. I mean, it's okay, but drops the pawn, and I should be able to defend this. I got my queen next to my king. This pawn's defended. What if you were to go something like this? Rook E2, just defend with a rook. And black is better. Nothing crazy, but. Anyways, let's look at this endgame. Queen C5 is a great move. That's great. Alright, should I have taken right away? Yeah. I realized that afterwards, that taking right away was better. It wasn't a terrible move. Like, King C8 wasn't a terrible move, it looks like, but C5, the other one was G6. Yeah, I was looking at that, but not right away, just to prevent the king from getting in anywhere. C3 was an inaccuracy. You had to go here, King D3. C takes D4, King takes D4. Yeah, and then we... C4. Really? What if he just went like here? Because what am I supposed to do at this point? King B5? Really? Can't he go like King H5? Yeah, this is hard to see. Okay. This I should know, actually. This is... I definitely should know this, because basically, if he takes, then I have a... I don't know, actually. Hold on. Is it F5? Yeah, I start pushing my pawn. King D5. King takes B6, and it looks like my pawn will be faster. Okay, yeah, because no matter what, his king has to come and grab the G7 pawn to actually queen his. Otherwise, if something like H6, now it's for sure winning. That's not what happened though. Peter wanted C takes D, or C6. Whoa, really? G5? Doesn't this... Oh, gosh. See, I need to... I mean, I'll give myself a break. I had 12 seconds, but I should have seen this, that this completely takes away the king's entry points. Now I'm free to get in and take his pawns. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you like this content. Also check out my Twitch and Kick accounts where I'll be streaming regularly. I will be starting a new series where I'll be doing Blitz games with viewers, so you can feel free to challenge me at a game of Blitz. We'll analyze the game afterwards. And yeah, I'll see you for the next video. Thanks.